Everyone is familiar with the hole, the ache, the deep sorrow of loneliness. It's one of those few things that's common to all people, regardless of race, gender, status, or age. If you have a heart, you know how it feels for it to be empty. When a band taps into that, they've done something that goes beyond music and touches not just the emotions, but the soul. This is Inside of Love by Nada Surf, and right now, it's the best song ever. Welcome to 4-8 Music, where excellent and praiseworthy music always wins. I take Philippians 4-8 seriously, so on Best Songs Ever, I'm looking at the greatest songs of all time, that hit my emotions like only a great song can. Music is subjective, and so is everything I say here, so keep that in mind. If you disagree with me, you're not wrong. The year was 1996, and Nada Surf was more than all set to be a one-hit wonder. They had a hit song, Popular, that was catchy and earwormy, edgy but not offensive, and was comfortably nestled in the post-grunge alternative so prevalent at the time. Popular was also very distinct from, and a lot better than anything else on their debut, High Low. It was perfectly poised for teenagers to buy the album on the strength of its hit single alone, find the rest of it disappointing, spin it a few times, and never listen to it again. Popular, and by extension Nada Surf, was original, attention-grabbing, and entirely disposable.
Bazinga!
Nada Surf had a little dust-up with their record label, Elektra, resulting in their second record, The Proximity Effect, just not being released in America. Fed up with all the major label foolishness, they broke their contract, signed to indie label Barsuk Records, and released Let Go in 2002. And that record proved to whoever was still listening that Nada Surf was a lot more than a one-hit wonder. They were honest-to-God poets. I missed all this. It wasn't until about 2006 that I relearned the name Nada Surf, when I was hanging out with an old college friend who told me that she loved Nada Surf. And I was like, those guys who did that song Popular? That's the reaction just about everybody has when they learn that Nada Surf is actually a good band. And that's so ironic, since Popular is very uncharacteristic of their work as a whole since going independent. They're almost a different band. To their credit, they haven't stopped playing Popular at shows, but they also know that their fans think of them as a lot more than just one song. Let Go shines like a diamond, and Inside of Love is its most brilliant facet. It begins with a gentle, calming guitar line that always makes me exhale slowly and puts my emotional self front and center. I don't just hear this song or listen to it, I feel it. I can't not. I'm an HSP, or highly sensitive person. Look it up. And among other things, it means I experience things like music and art more intensely than most people. And Inside of Love is one of those songs that just kind of makes me well up. Like my heart is getting bigger and my chest is about to burst. In the lyrics, songwriter Matthew Caws doesn't just get to the heart of the matter. That's where he starts. He's not just singing about bad TV or drugs or making out. He's singing about loneliness. About an awareness that you're constantly finding things that look at first glance like what you're searching for, but aren't. Even though I can't relate to his specific circumstances, the lyrics connect with me on a deeper level. His verbiage is simple yet eloquent, deep yet accessible, using metaphors that are just poetic enough to be beautiful without obscuring their meaning. As a lyricist, Caws is usually pretty solid, but there are a few songs in Nada Surf's discography whose lyrics grasp outside their reach. But on Inside of Love, Caws walks that tightrope so gracefully that you don't even realize there's a tightrope at all. It gently tugs at heartstrings you didn't even know you had, and in the tender places it touches, it treats with grace, respect, and empathy. The beautiful genius of the lyrics is that they aren't just about the author, Matthew Caws himself. Each couplet in the verses approach the central ethos of the song from a different angle of loneliness, and each coming from a very human place. Watching terrible TV, it kills all thought, getting spacier than an astronaut. Numbing the pain and isolation with mindless entertainment. Making out with people I hardly know or like, I can't believe what I do late at night. Using sex and physical intimacy like a drug addict uses drugs, that is, to fill a void. Only when we get to see the aerial view will the pattern show, we'll know what to do. Zooming out and pushing past the pain is the first step to healing. I know the last page so well I can't read the first, so I just don't start. It's getting worse. The dooming pattern of denying yourself good things out of fear of losing them, or fear that they won't really be good at all. This is poetry of the most naked kind. After that old college friend of mine brought Nada Surf back to my mind and told me to give them another chance, Let Go was the first album I checked out, and Inside of Love was like 16 tons of goose down falling directly on my head. That song spoke directly to an emptiness that I was feeling so keenly at the time, and every time I listen to it, I'm put back in that place. But being there isn't painful or uncomfortable. I feel the ache, I feel the sorrow, I feel the yawning void, but most of all, I feel. It's important to feel all the feelings, the full range of human emotion, and Inside of Love is the perfect song to make you feel one of them. It has a gentle touch, one that I promise you will return to again and again. Thanks for listening to me obsess about something I love, and I hope you gained something from it too. This is YouTube, so if you know, you know. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you too know the joys of Nada Surf and have anything to say about them, or if you're checking them out for the first time, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Say nice things, say true things, and always be kind. God bless, and rock on.